Hey everybody, and welcome to our bag workout episode 2. So today we are going to just again work on the basics. We're going to work on basic strikes, and we'll drill them for time. So we're going to start, instead of doing just one strike, we're going to kind of build combos. We're going to use strikes, we're going to use covers. So the point, or the kind of algorithm for this one will be a 3-minute round, but each minute within the round will be different but the same. So I will write it all out for you at the end of the video, so you'll have it all. So what we'll start with is just a good old-fashioned jab cross. All right, so you want to think about your fighting stance, being light on your feet, rotating from the hips. You want everything to kind of be nice and tight, breathing behind that shield. And we're going to start with a minute of jab cross. All right, so jab cross, jab is your lead leg, cross is your rear, jab cross, jab cross, jab cross, jab cross. Don't worry about going super fast. This is really about placement, understanding distance, figuring out how to generate power, that rotation, making sure you're not back in your heels, making sure every time you throw a strike it ends back in your guard, so keeping your hands up. Right? So 1 minute of a jab cross. Whatever you think you need to work on, pay most attention to that during that. You have a whole minute to really drill it. So the next part would be, you guessed it, cross jab. All right. So now you're leading with that backhand, full rotation, boom, and then snapping out that jab, boom. Play with the motion of it, cutting different angles, moving around. You can put a little head movement in, depending on how you feel. Okay, but now all the combinations are coming from the back, that rear arm, so it'll be cross jab. So a minute of jab cross, a minute of cross jab, and then for the last minute, you're gonna add a cover in. So not the Krav Maga cover, but more of that like turtle up cover. You'll see that, I know when I take my Muay Thai lessons, you still want to keep your eyes up, but it's just kind of like that turtle up cover. All right, so it helps keep your guard, it helps keep your hands up, it helps you to remember that your strikes always come back to your head. So the 3rd minute of the first round, you can switch it up, jab, cross, cross, jab, cover, cross, jab, cover, jab, cross, cover, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, cover, cross, jab, cover, whatever way you want to play around. Again, you have 60 seconds. 60 seconds to make it count. All right, so that's round 1. Rest as needed afterwards. Then we'll go into our cross hook. All right, so cross, it's still the same cross. It's coming off that rear leg, and then your hook will be coming off of your front leg. Remember, your hook, the rotation comes from your hips, not bringing your hand all the way back, all right? You want to keep everything supported behind that elbow. Be careful if your bag is really heavy. Your wrist has to be straight. If you hit that bag, if you make contact with the bent wrist, it's going to be killer. So don't throw bombs until you get that wrist position. Really be mindful to protect yourself, okay? Live to fight another round. Don't let the bag win. All right, so the first minute will be cross hook. Coming off my back leg, cross, hook, cross, hook, cross, hook, cross, hook, cross, hook, cross, hook. All right, you get the idea? The 2nd minute of that round, the opposite. So hook, cross. Again, my hands are up. Hook, cross. Hook, cross. Hook, elbows down, hip rotation, everything comes from the body. Try not to lose your balance backwards. You can do body hooks. Okay, you can mix up the high line and low line. First round, cross hook. Second round, hook cross. Third round, you can add those covers in, okay? So just do so you're covering on one side. So we'll do our Krav covers here. All right, so your hands are up, cover, hook, cover, cross. You can do cover, cover, cross, hook, hook, cross, cover, cover, cross, hook, cover, hook, cross, cover, cover. Mix it up, feel the flow, get the shoulders moving, tight core, breathing behind that shield. Wow, that was a hook. That was a hook jab. But you know what? You don't lose any points for being creative here. All right, so you have a minute of that. So that's your second round, your second 3-minute round. And then the last one, we are going to get into our uppercuts. So same thing with uppercuts. You want to be mindful of your wrist position. Because if you hit the bag in a wonky manner, your wrist is super delicate. So I would say you don't even have to hit the bag. You can just slide right up the front. Okay, so you're thinking of lifting that chin up because when that chin's lifted, bang, you can come in with a nice hook, a nice strike, whether it be a jab or a cross. So the first minute will be jab, uppercut. All right. Jab, uppercut. Jab, uppercut. So that uppercut, guys, it starts, I'm covering my head here, but the motion comes from the hip down and out. Boom. Okay? Jab, uppercut. Jab, uppercut. Jab, uppercut. Jab, uppercut. All right? That's the first minute of your 3-minute round. Then we'll do cross, uppercut. You got it. All right, so my hands are up. Back leg, cross, uppercut. Cross, uppercut. Cross, uppercut. So if you notice, guys, I'm not going hard. I'm not throwing bombs. I'm working on being light on my feet, recoiling my hands. I don't even have any water in here. All right. So don't worry about throwing bombs. You have a minute here to really dial in your strikes so they're accurate. All right. They feel good. You get the whole body behind them. Bang, 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 bang. So you want your chin down. Keep protecting your head. Okay. Work on different ranges for those uppercuts. I don't know how many of you have sparred Matt, but he can clock you with an uppercut from seemingly very far away because he knows how to rotate his shoulders and extend that uppercut. He sets it up really nicely. All right, so the third minute of our third round will be jab, uppercut, uppercut, and then a slip with a cross. All right, they're fun. So you're gonna do your jab, front arm, right? And then you're gonna recoil as you come up with your uppercut. And then you're gonna recoil as you come up with your uppercut. And then you're gonna slip out to the left as you throw that right cross. All right, so it's a little bit of choreography, but the good news is the bag's not gonna hit you back. And if you guys, if you ever talk to any of us who have some difficulty, we're not happy with where we are in our stand-up striking game. Jason Malicki actually did a video for us, and he talks about how sometimes he'll just kind of, try his best when he's sparring and not be where he wants to be. The way he gets his focus back is he goes back to these combinations that he's practiced on the bag, and at least that gets him moving, so it gets you out of that, like, what do I do next kind of freeze. All right, so again, your hands are up. Front arm is going to do a jab. Then you're going to uppercut, right, uppercut, left, and now I'm going to slip out to the left side as I throw my right cross. All right. Okay, so guys, it's just giving you a couple combos, some body movement, things to string together, and the repetition of getting to do those combinations for a minute, and with each minute building on itself, really gets some muscle memory down. So those are your 3-minute rounds. Do as many as you'd like. I would say one time through with a rest in between will give you a pretty good workout, and then tune back in at noon for our body weight workout. If you guys have been following with my kettlebell stuff, feel free, you know, to add some swings in there. Striking and swinging are a really good combination. You'll feel that. All right, so good luck, have fun. See you next time.